So every few months, Cigars has an auction online where some of the most rare and most exotic cigars are sold by collectors from all over the world. And occasionally you'll see vintage Davidoff Cuban cigars, Dunhills or Humidors. However, you don't generally get to see unicorn pieces like this one right here. This is the Bolivar 100 Aniversario Humidor that was produced for the festival in 2002. And I have to tell you, this box is incredible. First of all, in terms of the craftsmanship, it is beautiful. It may not be as perfectly refined as some of the humidors that are being produced right now. However, there's this quirkiness to it. There's this organic feel to it that I absolutely adore. I mean, it's impeccably well made. The wood, the feel, everything about it is just gorgeous. And this was originally sold at the festival, as I mentioned, for £70,000, which if you factor in inflation, it's about 130,000 today. So it's not going for the crazy millions that, you know, we're seeing humidors being sold for today. However, this is a one-off piece that stands on its own. I mean, it's the 100th anniversary, so we're not going to see another century for Bolivar for a very, very long time. Of course, you've got the key over here, which allows you to open the box. And when you open the box, you're greeted with 5 vitolas, 20 of each cigars, and these cigars are absolutely gorgeous. However, before we get into the cigars, I just want to point out this little thing over here. This is a signature from Castro himself in 2002. You can see the date and you can see his signature. And what this signature does is it makes this piece not just a one-off piece, not just a 100th anniversary, not just, you know, this incredible aged humidor. What it does is it elevates it into a piece of history. This is literally a piece of history that we're looking at right now. And I don't really want to touch the cigars. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm far too nervous to be touching the cigars, but I'm happy to touch the humidor itself. The cigars, you'll notice how, although these are Bolivar cigars, they don't have the Bolivar band. I mean, I think many of you are probably familiar with what the Bolivar band looks like. This is not the standard Bolivar band. The bands are gold and red, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, these bands were specifically made for this humidor. So even the bands are completely unique. You have Robustos over here, the Bolivar Royal Corona. You've got the Bellicoso, you've got the gold medal, and you can see this, the slightly more simplistic design. It doesn't have a band on top, and even the paper, the gold paper, it's not as shiny. It's got more of a matte finish in comparison to the current gold medals, and I really like that. It just has that vintage look to it. You've got the Inmensas and then the Coronas Gigantes. As I mentioned, there's 20 of each, so they're stacked down. You can lift this whole segment up. I'm not going to take it out, but you can lift this whole section up, and the cigars are from top all the way to the bottom. Condition of the cigars, I mean, dear God. Condition of the cigars. First of all, sorry, I got to tell you, the aroma is just wow. Like, it's making my mouth water. I want to smoke these cigars. I really wish I could take one of the Bolivar Royal Coronas and, you know, hope that no one notices that one of them missing, because the Royal Coronas, the wrapper leaf on them, wow, it looks gorgeous. It's this dark, beautiful wrapper leaf that just looks incredible. I would love to smoke one of the Royal Coronas if I could. That would be such a dream. But as I said, there's 20 of each. The condition is fantastic. There was only one owner, so the individual who bought it originally for 70,000 has kept this in, I have to say, just ridiculously good condition. There's virtually no damage. Like, I cannot see any damage on any of the cigars at all. And this is rare, you know, 20 years on, more than 20 years on, and the cigars are still in fantastic condition. They've been aged properly, they've been kept properly, the humidity has been kept well. And because it's obviously one owner, it means that they've been stored and correctly kept, meaning that if you smoke these now, which I think someone should, I really do think someone should smoke these cigars and share one with me. But I think that these cigars, each and every one of them, is going to taste amazing. And there are other details as well. Over here, of course, You've got the section where you can put the humidity. I mean, these days, you're probably better off putting some Bolivar in there, because you've got space underneath this section, so you could take it out, put some Bolivar in there, and I think that's going to do a better job than the older systems that were employed. And I believe, you know, a lot of manufacturers still use them. And of course, maybe a digital hygrometer if you want to measure the humidity in there. But other than that, this is such for me, this is just such an honor to see. It is a privilege for me to be able to stand here and see something as wonderful as this. And whoever wins the next auction, whoever purchases this, I hope they enjoy the cigars. I hope they smoke the cigars, because wow, what a piece. Anyway, just want to say thank you so much for watching the video. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, share this video, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Thank you.